Alright people, here we are for week 3 of the Battle Hub Draft League. The first week, just barely scraping by the skin of our teeth, the win off of a misplay by our opponent. And then the second week, we had a win off of a very unfortunate freeze. I've really put myself in the position. Now I know what it feels like. I don't know if you guys ever watched back in 2015 with Pokemon and the UCL, I think it was, UCL Draft League. Like, that was the first draft league I ever watched, and him versus A-Drive in week 10, I think, or something like that. The A-Drive froze his Manphy, and it stayed frozen the whole game, basically. And it just reminds me of that, because ever since then, it was like always the infamous freeze. So now I know how A-Drive feels. Either way, though, we're going to move past that into week 3. So, we're going up against the Mamoswine Doubters, the infamous bombastic side-eye Mamoswines, with Chien Pao. I always just think about this as the Chien Pao team. I didn't realize I was going to face it this early. Either way, Chien Pao is an incredibly scary mon. Thankfully, I have one of the few counters to it, that being Paladin Blaze Tauros. So, I'm used to my min-max EV spreads. I really tried to nail it down this week. 140 EVs in attack is so Wild Charge will always 2-hit KO Slowking, assuming that it's boots and not leftovers. Like I said, I haven't seen any other battles, so I'm not sure if they're running boots or leftovers. One would assume that they would be running boots considering the amount of hazards I have. So, really either way, whether they're boots or lefties, if those hazards are up, this will be good for me. So it'll 2-KO them with Wild Charge. It'll also do a lot with EQ. Raging Bull will do a heck of a lot to Tinkaton. It's like 97% min, assuming that they are max attack, max speed, which I'm not sure what they're going to run. One would assume that they would be like, that they would have a lot of attack, probably some HP investment. I'm not sure what they would try to outspeed. One would think that they would have some speed investment to try to outspeed this thing, for one. Either way, we're going to do a lot to freaking Tinkaton. Probably won't kill, but it's going to do a lot, and hopefully we can get some hazards. Maybe we can weaken him prior. Really, Dark Bull is kind of like my all-around. I'm trying to just hit everything on their team. Whatever they try to switch in, this thing is going to break the wheel. Because the real strength of the Mamoswines is the fact that their Chien Pao is their strong attacker. They just like can KO almost everything. But then even if you have something for it, oh, I got a Slowking. Oh, I got a Clodsire. Oh, I have a freaking Dondozo in the back. So between all these guys, they can cycle. And ideally this can... Oh, they also have freaking Tinkaton. So ideally this breaks the cycle. And I know it doesn't really cover a Dondozo that well, but the thing that does is a Scarf Rotom. And I'm only running Scarf just to make sure I can outspeed Chien Pao, just giving a chance. Bringing back the Terrifier, I figure it's best because it lets us hit, well, for one, it'll allow us to hit Tinkaton, it lets us hit Chien Pao for super effective, it lets us hit, in case they go Terra Grass on the Sandy, which is their two of their, also, in case the frickin' Dondozo's Terra Grass, it'll hit that too. Not sure if it'll kill, but it'll do a heck of a lot. So yeah, and then we can trick something like a Clodsire or something. Well, I guess ideally I wouldn't want to trick the Clodsire. Maybe I would trick the Slowking. Either way, this is another good thing. Between these two, really trying to just break the wheel. And then we've got Speed Tier coming in. Oh crap, did I run Clear Body and not Infiltrator? Crap. I kept mixing around all these mons. There's really no point in me running Clear Body. But you know what, that's pretty easy to fix in game. Oh crap, I already locked in the team. Oh well, did I really make it Clear Body? I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, honestly. I don't think that they're running screens, and even if they are, I have Raging Bull. If they set up a sub and I lose to it, hey, it is what it is. I don't think there's anything that will affect my team from theirs with Clear Body that I know of. Like, I don't think that there's no Intimidates. There's no nothing, quite frankly. That's okay though. I don't think Infiltrator would have come into play anyways. So This 204 speed, timid, is to make sure that I outspeed, I believe that's the minimum speed I need to outspeed their Qianpao, because it's the fastest mon on their team, right? If they're running Scarf or Boost Your Energy, Sandy Shocks, I'm not going to outspeed that anyways. Talonflame's slower than Qianpao, so... I kept going back and forth on this poll, but I realized that Mixed wasn't cutting it for me. Mixed wasn't doing enough either way. I was kind of stuck in like just doing a middling amount to either of their physical or special walls. So I was like, you know what? I have enough physical attackers. I really need some specials. So I figured I'd just go absolute balls to the wall specs. And I don't even have U-turn on her. Draco Meteor is just if I have to get a really big hit off on something and I just need pure damage, then I can do that and I can switch out to one of my walls right after. Shadow Ball, we can just spam Shadow Ball versus their team. I don't think they have any switch-ins besides Qianpao. Of course they have Clodsire, but there's no normal type, so Shadow Ball goes pretty hard against their team. I mean, obviously Slowking's a Spadef monster, but you know what I mean. And then Flamethrower for Tinkaton or Sandy Shocks in case of Terrors and Qianpao and all that, blah blah blah. Even though they're just gonna Ice Shard this thing, but just in case. Just give me some cover. And then T-Bolt obviously for the Dondozo, which can't really hit Dragapult, so this is good to have. And then Fortress, pretty much a staple on all my teams, as it has Rapid Spin. Like I said, ideally I would have 2 Rapid Spinners. That way I could have the best of both worlds. Not the best of both worlds. That way I don't just have to rely on one. But the thing is, it's like, it sucks, but it also is like every team is like that. Like, Raymon's pretty much forced to only run Talonflame on every team, because that's their only form of hazard removal, right? So it doesn't matter too much because everyone's kind of limited in that sense. Like, not very many people have multiple forms of hazard removal. I wanted Cryogonal, but it got taken, but that's okay because I had Fortress anyways. So yeah. So it's crazy how big of a difference relaxed 0 speed makes, because I was calcing on the damage calc and I saw Gyro Ball was doing like 60 to 70 to Qianpao, and I was like, that can't be right. There's no way. Then I realized it was bold and had max speed IV, so I changed it, and then it did 101 min. So it just makes a big difference, I guess, in the formula, the way that it works. I guess if you look at it, 76 speed versus if we went bold, that's like a 40-point swing, which is, when you think about it in terms of percentages, that's like I don't know, like a 40% chance or 40% reduction in speed or something like that. Pretty crazy. I'm just going off the top of my head. So we'll go back to relax and 0 speed. Volt switch just to get a little bit of momentum. I figure I really wanted to bring the Cart Titan this time, just because I haven't been able to bring Ting-Lu yet, and I think Ting-Lu will be very good for their Sandy Shocks. I need my ground type, you know what I mean? Obviously I could bring like Ditto and then transform into them and all that stuff, but I think it would just be better to have this that way, because in the past couple games, this being my only form of hazard stacking kind of sucks because it's kind of doing too many things. So if I just only need to get up rocks, then I can focus on rapid spinning, gyro balling, switching out, and then I can have this thing lead off, set up spikes, because this thing also could really help me beat Clodsire. EQ does like 76 to 90 or something like that, so if we get the Clodsire chipped right off the bat, then we're good to go, baby. Because then we could just start spamming with Bolt or with this thing. Really, the world becomes our oyster once Clodsire is gone, because that's also limiting their ways of dealing with Dark Bull. We are also kind of weak to the Dondozo, which is a little bit scary, honestly. At the same time, we have Polt, so if the Dondozo comes in, we kind of just go Dragapult. Which, oh, I really should have run freaking Infiltrator for that. Dang, that sucks, because imagine they set up a sub and then they start cursing on me. That's gonna suck. Really wish I was Infiltrator right about now. I had it as Infiltrator. I literally didn't want to run Clear Body. That's whatever. We'll just have to deal with it. And then yeah, Whirlwind, just in case any shenanigans go on, we can Whirlwind and then keep making him take hazards. And Rock Slide just in case we don't get stuck in versus Talonflame. If a Talonflame tries to defog on me, they're gonna be in a world of hurt. I don't think it ever has a chance of KOing. I'm not even sure if Stone Edge did, so I figured I'm not even gonna run that. And then we have Wolf Link over here. I was also really debating what to run on this thing. I wanted to run Adamant, I wanted to run Choice Band, but I knew I needed to run Jolly just so I could outspeed the Sandy Shocks if they weren't Scarf. And then hit him with like a Drill Run or something like that. And then we have Life Orb Accelerock just for the Chien-Pao and the Talonflame. And we have Crunch for the Slowking. And if we can ever set up an SD, that would be pretty cool. I'm very unlikely that I ever will. And we might not even be able to get Terra Rock off. That's just... Like, I really wanted the frickin' Lycanroc Dusk. I'd be so much better off, honestly. Like, this is just the Lycanroc Dusk at home. Because I don't have the Tough Claws. Like, the Steadfast, like, these abilities aren't doing anything to me. Because I don't even have Sand. But I just wanted Accelerock, honestly, is all I wanted out of this thing. And the speed tier is cool, the attack is cool and everything. It just hasn't really done a lot for me, unfortunately. But it's done enough, you know. It's gotten some kills, I can't deny it. So this is the team. The interesting thing about Raymon is, I know I'm kind of rambling here, but they're also a avid breeder, such as myself. But they're not going to chin their mons. They're gonna breed and probably just like slightly change up the moves and on their mons. But if I was to predict their team, is what I was trying to go off of, I'd definitely go with Chien-Pao, Slowking, Clodsire, Talonflame, Dondozo. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If I had to pick between these two, they have to go with Tinkaton, right? I mean, they just have to. It's a fairy type. Otherwise, they're just gonna get. I'm gonna just start spamming Dracos. Well, no, they have a Slowking Clodsire, so I can't do that quite yet. But they've only seen me run Physical Pull, so one would assume they would be scared of that and bring Tinkaton. Hopefully, if we don't see Sand, honestly, I'm very afraid of Sandy Shocks. So that's the thing. I kind of put them in a bind because if they try to bring both of these, then did they take out the Dozo? Because if they get rid of the Dozo, that would be really cool. But if they want to run Dozo, are they going to get rid of Slowking? Because that would also be very cool for my Dragapult. So, like I said, we're pressuring them in a lot of ways. I'm hitting all their mons, so these are all the mons I'm prepared for. But the fact is, they have to get rid of one of them. Or they could just run something else entirely, which would be pretty cool too. I mean, I don't think Hariyama's going to take a Draco Meteor very well. Or maybe it's AV and it will, I don't know. Either way, that's going to be it for... Oh, actually, should I have prepared better for Hariyama? Do I have anything to hit this thing? Imagine they bring Hariyama versus me. I mean, I've got Dark Bowl. I've also got Rotom, I can trick it. Yeah, I don't really have anything to hit. Fighting type, so I don't have a Psychic or a Flying type move, or a Fairy type move. That's okay. Like I said, we're going to do our best here, and we're going to go for it. So, let's see how this battle goes. Hopefully no hacks, or if there is hacks, it comes on to me. I'll take it. I'll bear it, whatever there has to be. We'll see you guys in the game. Alright people, we are here for week 3, and no Chien-Pao. They must have known that I had the counter, like I said. That's cool though, because that means that once we get rid of Tinkaton, Pult can come through. Drop a Draco on that Hariyama. Might be, like I said, I was kind of scared of Hariyama, so maybe I should have prepared for it more, but we got stuff to deal with it. Tinkaton, Clodsire, like I said. Sandy Shocks. Dondozo, Hariyama. So their Terra Captains are Dondozo and Sandy Shocks. Like I said, either way, I'm going to lead off with Ting-Lu. Maybe they lead off with Hariyama and try to get a CC off on me or something like that. I'm not sure. Need to do some calcs on how much like Dragapult does to that thing. So if we go Dragapult, Choice Specs versus Hariyama. Draco does 81 to 95, so just an overwhelmingly unstoppable force. Bullet Punch, Guts Flame Orb does 27 to 92, and I have more HP investment. So they actually let off straight with the Hariyama. Good grief, man. They're gonna try to CC me right off the bat. I can go out into Dark Bowl, get an Intimidate off. Because obviously I don't want to get hit by a Guts. Boosted CC on my Spadef wall. What do I need this thing for? Sandy Shock. So I'd rather keep this thing healthy, so. I could also go Fortress and get some rocks up. Dark Bowl can get the Intimidate off though and then do some damage to it. Yeah, they saw right through my head. Like I said in the team building, Hariyama is rough for me. Let's get an Intimidate off though. Fake out, perfect. There's the Guts Flame Orb. So, not sure which does more. If we go to Tauros, Haldean, Blaze, physically defensive. If I put in my 110, it's going to be pretty close either way. I guess I'll just go for Body Press. This is a pretty good chunk. Ah, come on, a crit right off the bat? I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to win through Axe. Come on. Don't do this to me, game. The whole point is I want justice in this match. I want justice to be served. Alright, do I predict them to go out into the Slow King now? I'm gonna go for Wild Charge, see what happens. I didn't want there to be any luck in this match, but of course, right off the bat. Arthur, King Arthur, the Slow King? Yeah, let's freaking go, baby. Skadoosh. And are they lefties? They might be. Well, let's see which goes first. Not even lefties. Alright, let's hit him with an Earthquake now. As they go Clodsire. They're caught in the Vortex, but I haven't even set up my hazards yet. Jean-Claude. Take this EQ real quick, buddy. They're caught in my Vortex, baby! You can't escape the Vortex. Can anything switch into... Nothing switches into EQ, so I'm just going to go for that again. As Dark Bull's getting more and more recovery. Oh yeah, I really should have gone for Body Press because they're probably going to be thick fat on Hariyama. I didn't even think about that, but just naturally I wanted to go for Body Press. People are... I can already hear the people in the comments. They got that lucky crit on turn 1. It forced them to switch. You think I can control that? I'm just trying to go for the best play here. I would have really rather gotten him some hazards up. But we're getting everything weakened. Like, Hariyama's already at half. This thing's at half. They're like, oh snap, what am I going to do? Sweet. Clodsire's gone, baby. Let's freaking go. Clodsire goes down. Clodsire. KO by Tauros. Like, I'm the heel of this draft league, bro, I'm telling you. Everybody is going to hate me by the end of this. Like, Emerald Miner, man, that guy thinks he's so good. He only gets wins through, only gets lucky breaks. I'm telling you. All the matches versus Hollow Mimikyu, where I, alright, so yeah, they got the regen back, so they're probably going to try to hit me with a Surf or something. I can go Road and Mow. I could also go Pull. Peekaboo's probably not the best play. How much does Surf even do to me? I've got a lot of HP. Slow. Ooh, crap. That does a lot. 73 to 87. So I think we go in the cut, right? Or we could also go Bolt just to be safe. Like, how much HP do I really need on a Dragon Bolt? Probably a lot, though, right? I'm gonna try to go in the cut. See what they go for. They could Chilly Reception. I'm in the cut. Roll them C. You don't really want to see me roll them sleeves when I do that. This still is a lot. Okay, but what are they gonna switch out into? If we can get that Tinkaton, that would be fire. They could also go Sandy Shocks. I don't think they would want to go Sandy Shocks, though. And even then I have a Tinglu, so I think my safest play is to Volt Switch. Save my Terra. See? So we get them nice and chipped. Now I can bring in Pult, I think. They could Chilly Reception, like I said. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Crap. Good thing I'm Specs and I can just spam Shadow Balls. Bad play on my part. I should have gone Fortress, but I was afraid of the Flamethrower. Alright, so how much is this gonna take? Breaks the mold. Alright. See, no Spadef drop. I'm not trying to hacks people. Let's just go Dark Bowl. Right? Or actually we should go Peekaboo and get some rocks up. I think that's the better play. Does this thing get like Fire Fang and stuff like that? No. Let's probably fake out some other stuff. Yep, there's their own rocks. They don't have a ghost type though, right? So I can just remove them. I need to get my rocks up. So they're gonna withdraw. Alright, so I'm not in that great of a position. I think it's better for me to just spin. I know I can. Oh, I'm sturdy though. Didn't even need the sturdy. Maybe I'm faster now though. I doubt it. Fortress did its job. It got up rocks and it spun. Now this thing's super low. Try to Gyro Ball, get a hold of the ship. Ooh, something might take a Gyro Ball. Harley Quinn, how much are you gonna take, bud? Probably not a lot because I just wrapped some. Alright, perfect. Kills me and then I get out of there. So, Fortress KO by Tink Helmet. It might be time for the Wolf Link here to drill run. I could also just go back out into this. Force him to keep swapping. Maybe take this thing out. Alright, so there's no little Joss. They're going to take rocks coming in. So who's coming in on this Shadow Ball? Hoyari. That's a new one. Oh wait, no, we already seen one. I guess I just never saw the name. So this thing, yeah, they're going to sack it off to Dragapult. So Hariyama KO by Holt. Okay. Like I said, they're pretty weak. That was a bad play, me going out on Ice Beam. Unfortunately, my team is just kind of weak to Ice. Out comes Dondozo. This is where I really wish I had Infiltrator right about now. What are they going to try to do, though? I think my best play is still to just keep spamming Shadow Ball, though, right? So we got some more chip off on it. Dragapult KO by Dozo. That's very unfortunate. I took the Ice Beam chip. It's okay though, because at this point, I think In the Cut can come through for us. So, they don't really have any switch-ins to Leaf Storm, so I'm just gonna start spamming it. So anyways, I started blasting. Oh crap, they're freaking Terra. I forgot, I should have gone for Terra Blast Fire. I'm dead. Terra Blast Grass. Shoot. Well, this thing's dying. That's GG's right there. I forgot it's their Terra Captain. And I missed anyways. Hey, some justice for the freeze, but even though it wasn't going to do anything. Alright, well, we're dead. Alright. Crap, we might have just lost. KO by Dozo. Come in and try to beat him now, no, still. Intimidate them. Oh crap, they're oblivious. They weren't even unaware. Solid strat. Shoot. I just have to try to do as much damage as I can. Does a lot. That's Tauros, baby. Get a defense shot, but we're still good. And this thing's dead to rocks, too, so we get rid of this thing at least. Alright. Tauros. Let's see. Dondozo. KO by Tauros. We're still getting that recovery. That really sucks. I should have freaking Volt Switched on him. Yeah, I don't know why I Leaf Stormed. I should have Volt Switched. Alright, thankfully though, this thing cannot touch the Cart Titan. This thing's still at full. You forgot I was here, buddy. Now you can't Terra. Max HP, max Bedef with the Vessel of Ruin. Should I go for EQ or Spikes? I think it's better to start getting off chip because I know Slowking's coming in. I'll actually go Harley Quinn. So I stack off Tinkaton. KO by Ting Lu. So now all that's left is Slowking and Sandy Shocks. I really should have known that the Dondozo was going to tear them. They're not even boots. Were they Rocky Helmet? I can't remember. So this is my way of beating the, that thing. So I think I sack off Dark Bull, go Wolf Link, I have Crunch, and then I can win. I think that's the play. close. Okay. Oh crap, are they Colberberry? They might be Colbur. I don't know what else they could be, right? They're gonna be freaking Colbur. Oh no, I might have lost, but I'm not gonna do any damage to them otherwise, though. Like a Crunch Colberberry is gonna do the same as a Drill Run. I have to go for it. I know they're gonna be Colbur now, because that's the only other. What else could they be? Are they Rocky Helmet? I can't remember if I took Rocky Helmet shit. Because the Tinkaton's Rocky Helmet. Are they AV maybe? I don't know. I don't know what they are. They're not Colbur. Let's frickin' go, baby. Slowking. KO by Lycanroc. Alright, I think that's going to be GG's, folks. Ooh, a little bit of hack. I mean, just some crits and some stuff. Like I said, the Leaf Storm Mist didn't matter at all because they tear it anyways. And we're faster. Perfect. We're probably going to die to this hit, though. Try attack. Ooh, maybe not. Not even a freeze. Unfreezable. Sandy Shocks. KO. By Lycanroc. Let's freaking go. Woo! No Chien-Pao. And I prepared for it. So the Tauros came through. Little that crit got me that early momentum, I won't even lie. Once I can't escape, there's never gonna. I'm sorry, folks. I'm the heel of this draft league. If you guys did not like the video, be sure to drop a like to show your hate for this video. Anyways, it's all in good fun though. We all had fun here today. Hopefully, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.